Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, goblins and ghouls, and space cadets of all ages. I am Lieutenant Likens. How's everybody doing this evening? I am doing good. Had some dinner, and we took the dogs out. And my little boy threw up twice, so I had to clean up dog vomit. That's always fun. And I looked up a few of Artemis Rogue's ships, and what the heck? So he apparently has a Core 1 combat ship out there? Like, what in the world? And it's got me thinking, like, I do have ideas for a Core 1 ship. Combat ship, that is. So I'm really wondering if it is a viable thing that we try and do that. It is labeled as an early game combat ship, so I don't know. Like, it might be something worth trying. Yeah, back to this thing. Okay, it doesn't have a core. I probably could have done this from the beginning, but having it all in one spot is a lot easier. Actually, that needs to go in here. Uh-oh. What's wrong? Are we overheating? Yeah, we're overheating. Oh no, it's radiation. Yeah, we're at 1. We're not badly irradiated, but we are irradiated nonetheless. Yeah, I wasn't able to clear out that too much. Oh, see a thruster there, there is one here. I'm pretty sure I saw one somewhere. Out the top area somewhere. Or not. So we took one from that side, so I doubt there's one here. Is there any thrusters pointed up? Yep, there's one. So there's got to be more thrusters. Yeah, there's gotta be more. I'm just not seeing them. Yeah, so the rest of that you would have to dig through to even see. Let's take the hangar door. Why not? I think that there is a generator. It'd be over there. Whoops. Did not mean to break that. It's fine. We don't really care about that stuff anyway. Yeah, you can't even... There's nothing there to see. There's no weapons on this thing either. Alright, I guess we shall go and investigate if there's more thrusters. No, there's no more thrusters. Do we have any generators? I don't see any generators. Maintenance? There's an armor locker somewhere. I'm not gonna worry about that. Ventilator signal, fridge, equipment, consoles, cargo. Yeah, there's nothing else. I guess that qualifies as a door, and this would qualify as a building block. And that's it. Ugh, let me through. Alright, let's move on from there and go do some more mining. So, where are we going? We're going west. I want to get this graphite over here, because graphite, again, is something we desperately need. It's not a hugely important item, we need it because we need a lot of carbon blocks to finish the big build. I wonder, did they change this? Ooh, I don't like the fact that we sink into it. Do we really sink into this? Yeah, okay. They changed that. Wow. Did that do any block damage? Used to, it was a solid object. You couldn't sink into it like we just did. I don't think there's any block damage. Wow, that threw me off. I was not expecting that. The lava used to be solid. It was more lava in name than in substance. We need to put... I don't know why I'm even worrying about that. I would not be surprised if there is gold on this planet either. You know, I keep saying planet, but I'm well aware that it's not a planet, it's a moon. But they refer to everything in this as planets. They don't refer to them as moons. It just says planets. And planets have moons. And those moons can be the exact same thing as the planets. I've only ever seen one moon that had a breathable atmosphere, though. Which was weird because the planet it was orbiting did not. Uh-oh, we're sinking. We don't have enough forward thrust to keep us in the air. Yeah, this is a slightly higher gravity than what was planned for this. Well, actually, we didn't really plan for gravity on this. I specifically overdid the thrust on this for two reasons. One, maneuverability. Okay, we needed to be able to turn at a decent rate, which is why we also added an RCS in there. We had plenty of thrust, but we still we couldn't really turn all that well still. And it's important that it's kind of a combination of things. If you don't have enough thrust, or if you don't have RCSs. Why the RCSs when thrust is so important to your maneuverability, I don't know. I mean, you've seen earlier on we tore apart vehicles that had like 16, 17 RCSs in them. Why? That's insane. You don't need that many. Like, I'm having trouble controlling this thing with just one RCS in it. Why would you put that many in there? The only thing I can think of is the ship is too heavy for how much thrust you have. Speaking of which, I'm about to say we're sinking again. Yeah, they made the lava like actually lava. Because there's the lava layer. Now, it's still not exactly correct because you can clearly see that that's not. It's literally just a flat surface. The actual water in the game is a lot better, but I'm kind of glad they did that because, like I said earlier, they originally had the lava as like a physical substance, and actually that's that texture down there. That's what that is. That's what the lava originally was. So I don't know when they changed it to this. And there may be somebody out there that's played Empyrion a lot longer than I have and been like, no, that's right. No, that's not right because I've landed on those lava pools before. I know that they were once just physical things and not a fluid, though that's still not a fluid. Yeah, we should have enough graphite to last us a while for making carbon blocks. Let's see, this is going making carbon blocks. This is making our stone. So that'll be going for quite some time. I think we're good on the graphite for now. So there's more graphite over there. That's iron. Technically we're good on iron, but... Oh, I'm not lifting up at all. Magnesium. And hopefully we can get off this planet. Okay, that's just a drone. Nothing to worry about there because I can't seem to get up. Iron, silicone, heat signature. It's down in the lava. I don't think they've got a way for me to get to whatever that is. What? Magsite formation? What is that? I don't even know. Let me go see what this is. There's more heat signatures over there, too. You know, one thing I do like, they've made it to where it's actually reflecting up at us. So there's literally light coming up at us. Promethean deposit. I want to head towards these. More magmasite. I have no idea what that is. I have no idea how you would collect that. I'm assuming you would just mine it, but I don't know what that is. Magnesite. A vent? Okay, so vents, they added... They added geothermal power. I don't really know how the geothermal stuff works. I haven't messed with it. I don't even know if you can get that as a basic option. I don't think I have it, that's for sure. More graphite. Crevasse? What is a crevasse? I mean, I know what a crevasse is. Why is there a crevasse? You know, I don't think I want to mess with that either. And I don't want to mess with the service station either. I'm starting to think there's no gold here. We're too close to that service station. I don't feel like messing with that. I can't even make it out to see if it's anything worth our time to go investigate. I actually am more tempted just to leave this planet. Magnesium. What we got over here? Promethean, graphite. Oh, that's... Ooh, that is like burning through our shield quick. Wow, that really did some damage to the shield very quickly. I'm about to say, I don't know why our generator's so high there. Wrong way, let's go this way. Okay, no. Oh, it's the ship. Where was the core in this thing? There. Okay. So I just need to come in through here. I can't fly my attack vessel into that, so that means that's a hands-on job. I've got to literally walk that. Well, not walk that so much as I'm gonna have to physically get in there. So I want my ship as close to it as possible. That way I've got a way in and out, and that is not the way down. Actually, I'm just gonna blow it. So, here. Great. Yep, I'm aware that I'm poisoned. I'm also aware that my body heat is really, really rising. How is there any food left on this thing? Oh, right, because we didn't put a core on it. Yep, I'm aware that we've got health issues. I also don't see any alien containers. So this POI doesn't have any kind of, like, really important goodies in it. Yep, I know. I'm gonna die anyway, so hopefully we can get back to the ship before then. Oh look, more plants. And some of those we actually need. Like we need more of the one alien thingamajig or something. I don't know why this is here. I feel like that should be important, but I have no context as for why that's there. What was that? Jump poster? Okay. So here's where we came in from. Yeah, we need to give the ship a name. I'm still not sold on any kind of name. Okay, is there anything on the outside of this that's actually worth taking? Hi. Oh yeah, the generator's down there. And what did that blow up? Oh wait, this isn't the right way. What got left in here? So I'm guessing there was an alien core. Oh, there you. An alien core in there. That's the only thing I could think of that would leave that. Okay, I'm not gonna play this game though. What I'm gonna do instead is hit my head on the wall twice. Yeah, we'll worry about the raw ore later. Nothing there, nothing there, nothing. Insulation boost. We probably could put 2 of those in here. We don't really need the mobility. The only one that would help right now is if we put the jetpack back on this. Because we are in gravity. More importantly, we're on a gravity of 1. So it's 1 times Earth's gravity. Okay, I think that's it there. It's got a light cannon somewhere. Oh yeah, we forgot about the generator down there. It's like right in front of my face. I don't know how I didn't see that. It was literally in my face. Oh, it's got a cannon somewhere. Uh-oh. Did it? I don't know where it dropped it. Okay, yeah, I don't know where to put that. And I got a phone that disappeared already. Yeah. We're getting out of here. There's not really any reason to stick around this. I think we got all the parts I would care about. Is there a... No. I was wondering if there is actually a... like, rarity sorter. We need to grab that. Because I actually would like to have a fair amount of insulation. Where'd it go? Yeah, so we got mobility and insulation, but the mobility really is only for, like, on the ground. So I think we're gonna do that. And... okay, so that doesn't increase our heat resistance, but it does increase our cold resistance, which is actually something we really needed because we were actually freezing out in space around here. We're going to take this one and go ahead and do that. Yeah, that'll be our like planetary armor dealing with POIs and everything. For now, this is going to be our like space armor, which I wish I could actually name all the different suits something else. Okay, we know this is a high gravity planet, or moon, and there are some things here. It's mostly graphite. I don't think we're gonna find any. Actually, we've flown around the entire planet. Yeah, so we didn't find any kind of gold or anything, so... I don't think we took any block damage from that dip. It does look like we've got some block damage on the bottom, though. Anywho, I'm done here. We flew around the outside of this planet earlier, or this moon, so we know that there is a Xerax Emirate out there, Emirat, which is not good. That is possibly the worst thing we could like run into this early in the game. So we are literally just gonna move on to the next moon. Moon number 4. And hope we stay away from the Emirat. Okay, we're gonna have to like warp through the planet because it looks like it's on the other side of the planet. And bada bing, bada boom, we're off. Alright. Pentaxid asteroid. Right off the bat. Derelict ship. It looks like there's another derelict ship behind us. We'll worry about that one later because that looks like it's a small vessel of some sort. Dum 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 dum. Ba da ba ba da ba ba. Ba da ba ba da ba 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 da ba da ba 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 da 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 da. Brr. Brum, bum, 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 brr, bum, 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 brr, bum, 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 brr, bum, 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 blah, blah, blah. Just some random noises there. It's a wreck. What we got there? It's a Xerax station. Actually, it looks like there's another one right there. Actually, it looks like there's 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, well, we'll go check these out and see what they have to offer. Honestly, now that we've got such a wide coverage for cold temperature, we might be able to get away with shutting off those ships instead of wasting fuel. In fact, I'm going to do a test here on this wreck. Oh, this is this thing. I don't think there's really anything in this one. So let's do a test by flying out into space. Oh, there seems to be a... It's negative 385 out here. We have up to negative 400 something to be comfortable. And I don't see my own personal heat moving at all. So I think we're good. Now, are there thrusters? It's a medium. Oh, it's a full-blown shield generator. Nice. No, give me that. Give me these seats. And I think that's all she wrote. I don't think there's anything else in this. Fuel tank, retractable gear. There's a sentry that I missed somewhere. We'll definitely take that. Where's the sentry? Yep. I would never have seen that in a million years. And like I said, with the negative 400 cold defense, like we're not freezing at all. We're good to not even bother with these being on all the time. Because now we'll just pop out of these and or pop out to use these and we'll be fine. So now they won't be wasting fuel. They've already wasted quite a bit of fuel, but that's because we desperately needed those to be warm so we didn't freeze to death when we got in them. So that's a good thing. We got a slight problem though. Okay, I do have another one. Nope, wrong thing. So ammunition control. Excuse me. Ammunition controller, container controller, and some of these. We're gonna skip a spot there because we need the harvest controller there. That's a base turret. It's not a. Shield generator. Let's put that there because the shield does run off with pentaxid. Why do we have? Tell you what, we're gonna. Actually, there's 2 levels after that. Actually, there's 3 levels after that because after this one, you get the advanced generator, which is enormous. I never used it for anything. It's so big. And then after that is the fusion core and then the large fusion core. So we can go over here and look at this real quick. Because this thing is flipping huge. Like I said, I have literally never bothered using it because it's so big. That, and I've never made a ship that required that much power, so where the hell is it? Yeah, so the advanced large generator. Where is, it doesn't, yeah, so, okay. So you can see right there, it says size, this is a 2 by 1 by 1. So it's literally 2 long and 1 tall. That's literally it. The improved generator is 3 long and 1 tall. Okay? We got kind of the same problem that we do with thrusters in terms of past the 2 most relevant ones that you're going to use at the beginning of the game, they suddenly go up in a huge size. So remember, this is a 2x1, this is a 3x1. The advanced large generator, and this is a vanilla thing, because there's 3 stages of this. So this is vanilla. It is a 6x2x2. So it's 6 blocks long, it's 2 blocks wide, and it's 2 blocks tall. So you could effectively fit 4 of these where one of those will go. Oh, no. I'm sorry about that. No. You could fit 8 of these where one of those go. 8. That's a 3x1. You can fit 8 of those where this thing fits. And yes, I did that on purpose. Oh, where did we get more unlock points at? Can I... We got 32. I don't know how we got more unlock points, but we got 32. Yeah, we're getting the ship cannons because, like I said, Artemis has switched gears. And if Artemis has switched gears from using plasma cannons, which is, as far as I knew, the standard for what you want to use, because you got to shoot through an enemy ship or POI shield and then do block damage. And this was standard. Everybody was like, don't use a combination of anything. Like, don't use 4 laser cannons and 4 railguns, because then you're firing the laser cannons and the railguns are sitting there doing nothing. Which I fully understand. My thing was the speed at which you're going to get through that shield is far higher with the laser cannons than it is with the plasmas. Like, you're going to blow out the shield a lot quicker with a few laser cannons than you will like twice as many plasma cannons. Even though the math says that you should do it in the same amount of time, no. No. There's that much of a difference in how much you're doing to the shield. Like, you can see that right there in the purple. It says 20,000 shield damage per minute. This says 10,000 shield damage per minute. So for every 2 of these I use, that's 1 of these being shot. And again, you would think that that would actually be meaningful, but... Or you would think that that would go through the same way? No. I don't know what's up with the calculation there, but it doesn't actually punch through the shield in the same amount of time. If you fire the laser cannons out there, you're gonna take down the shield a lot quicker with the laser cannons than you will with the plasma cannons. And again, you got to bear in mind that for every 1 of these, it's got to be 2 plasmas. So if I shot through the shield using only 4 laser cannons, you would need 8 plasma cannons to do that. And the speed at which the plasma cannons is going to do that is actually lower than that suggests. I thoroughly tested this, so it's not exactly correct in what they're telling us with that. It's close to the truth. It is not the truth. And that's because, and I questioned them on this, because we lost connection. Okay, now we're back. Okay, yeah, so I actually questioned them a lot on that stuff. Because I was like, your math and what you're telling us is not exactly correct. And they were so adamant about, yeah, your shield's going to be doing this much, or your weapons are going to be doing this much damage. So you're going to be punching through the stuff this quickly. Why do you need more CPU for more weapons? And I was like, nah, it's because you're not thinking of this correctly. It's not that we need more weapons, it's that we need bigger shields. We need more shielding. And you're limiting us to either we have a protective ship that can't really do any damage, or we got a ship that can do a lot of damage that has no protection. because again, and I mentioned this in a previous stream, the NPCs, the AI cheats. The AI doesn't have all the CPU parts necessary for the ships to work that the player does. There's a huge difference in what the oh wow, what? We definitely have some damage. I need to get some ammo made too. So where? Sathium, cool. Is this all? It is. I want all those. Because I'm pretty sure. Oh, is it just, it may just be the... I mean, we got a ship that we could have done that with, but I was pretty sure earlier that I saw damage along there. Hello? Actually, I could do that and not worry about the light. This is not right, this is not right. These don't even go here. They go here, then... Whoop, that's right. This goes here. I didn't put any more aluminum in here, did I? No. And see, that right there really tells me that I need another small constructor somewhere. I don't think I could put another one anywhere. Yeah, I technically shouldn't even be using that for what it's doing, but that's what the base is for. Make all those kind of blocks at the base. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm starting to really question my choice of... So the core's there. How do we get to it? I feel like this is a destroyed Emerald. Though I don't think this thing has any weapons on it. I don't see any weapons. Not even so much as a turret. I also don't see any cargo on this. Yep, nothing here. Yeah, I think the thing that's going to slow us down on producing food there is the mushrooms. Okay, so that's that one. Is the other one, like, close? Uh... No, we're gonna move. Need to remember to lower the... Take off the helmet when I get off the get on the ship. Okay, cool. Four sentry guns. Fuel tanks, retractable, construction, cargo. Yeah, it doesn't have... No weapons other than those. That shouldn't be there. Where'd it go? There. But say I don't see any O2 on this thing. There's cargo containers that I don't care about. Oh yeah, I guess I took all that stuff out, so now it doesn't have places to go. That's fine. I don't feel like we should do anything else there, and I think that's it for these. So there was another. Abandoned pallet. Is this the one we came from? I don't think that's the one we came from. That might be the one. I don't know. We'll find out when we get there. Because it looks like there's one off that way somewhere. There, maybe? I can't quite tell. Let's see. Let's see if this is one we already hit up. It looks like it may be that pyramid thing. Okay, yeah, it's the pyramid. We already investigated that one. Copper, copper. And yeah, we're passing up a lot of metal on those, but I'm not too concerned with that. We've got, like, tons of iron already. So there's no real reason to go through and start tearing apart stuff again. At some point we may need more iron, but right now the ship is going to last us a while, so I'm not worried about it. And for the most part, the other ship structurally is on the outside sort of done. Sort of. We got a lot more that I want to do to that. For instance, I want to change the front because I'm worried about, like, taking damage. So the front and where all the major components are, we're going to alter what blocks are there. Like, we're gonna armor the thing up a little bit. It's not gonna be armored for combat. It's gonna be armored in case of combat. Okay, so we got another. Did I? Did I grab my? I did. Okay. I didn't remember if I grabbed it or not. So what's the first thing we're gonna check out here? I'm sorry, is anything gonna target that? Like, really? Why weren't you even, like, targeting that stuff? Huh, shit? So it's got one of these in here, and I'm severely gonna doubt that the core is here. Yeah, the core is not here. Luckily that is not targeting me. So the question I have is, where is the core? Boom. Okay, so my ship is there. I'm just gonna put it there. See, this is a service depot or a repair station. Nice. It's got a lot of sellable parts, that's for sure. Holy mackerel. Ooh. That's good. already checked those. Shotgun shells, we needed those. Yep. Give me all of this. I don't think there's anything else on here. Let's just take a quick gander at the parts list. Spotlight, effects, sentry gun. Yeah, so we missed the sentry gun. It's like right there. I didn't really want the effect. Hang on, are we close enough? Okay, that is all sellable parts. Actually, no, I've got a whole... We can get experience off of that. Lost cargo. Medical. And personal storage again, because I missed that. And actually that can go in personal storage. That's gonna be it for that. Yay. More money in the pocket. A lot more money in the pocket. Alright, so I was trying to get to this when we were so rudely interrupted by being attacked. Well, that's a loss. Let's go see what this has. Goodbye. Ooh, more credits. That's good. More sellable parts. A lot more sellable parts in a repair station. Didn't have much fuel in it at all. The fridge doesn't really have anything in it. It's got no defenses. It does have a lot of... A lot of constructors there. No idea what that would have gone off to. It's weird that it's also got those doors there. Alright. I actually prefer the way my own space station is set up, but I don't think I'll ever use that space station. Alright, spare parts. That's literally it. Capital vessel. Okay, so equipment to sell, this and this, and I think that I can sell the tablets there and the mining equipment. So next, fuel. O2. Let's go to the large bridge, put that in there. Forget about this. Oh. I think we're just keeping it there, aren't we? And then lost cargo. We're building up some lost cargo here. Yellow. Huh. Okay, I don't know. It doesn't have any given person that's going to. Yay, we're up to 50,000 credits, which is not enough to do anything. It's enough to make you think, oh, you've got money, but no, you don't. Not in this, no. Like, I think just buying a ship to salvage is like a 1,000 or 1,000, 1,000,000. So 50,000, 50,000 ain't gonna get you jack. All right, let's go check this out. Oh, okay, cool. So, does this have any parts worth salvaging? Cargo boxes, ammo, we already did. It actually has 2 generators. I saw where one of them is. We're just gonna go ahead and mark it. Hangar doors, there's shutters. Maintenance, armor locker, matter trans, spotlight sensor, lights, LCDs, generators we already marked, fuel tanks I don't care about, equipment, cores, constructor, I didn't see a constructor, it's a small one. Not a huge deal, yeah, that's it. Well, here's the matter. He's sneaky right there. Oh, wait, give me this. Is that something we need to be taking? No. No, it's not. It's just the big glasses require, like, extra parts to make them. So I tend to take those. I don't really care about much anything else. And then, you know, we could take parts like that because they're all deco parts, but deco parts aren't that hard to make. It's not a resource heavy piece. Some of the other things we take is resource heavy, so there's reasons we take them. Oh. I don't really usually keep the deco stuff though. Weaponry is hard to make. It requires like different materials for it. Plus, we don't have access to every single weapon, so it's good to just take the weapons. It's always good to take fuel. I didn't really check into the fuel on that, so that's fine. Oops. Got those coins. I've got my salvage core, so we're good there. God, I feel so poor right now. I mean, it'll get better as time goes on, but for now... I don't think we checked out this. Yep, okay. Well, we don't really need it, so... I don't know of any other way to blow that thing up. I wasn't expecting such a big boom, though. Definitely was not expecting a boom that size. It took out a lot of things. But I don't think there's any other way to get into that. I really don't. I think that's the only way you can get into that, is blow up the generator so that you can blow up the core. Because the core is completely encased, and the only way you can even see it is by looking past the generator there. Alright. We got shipwreck, copper, so that's all of that. Is this the moon here? Yeah, okay. Let's start flying towards that. Because I feel like everything else... Yeah, we already investigated all those. That shipwreck and that wreck are things that we previously knew about, we went to already, so we don't need to go back to them. What else we got? Orbital refinery. I don't think those have the trade thing so that we can give the lost loot back. Giving the lost loot back does two things. One, well, three. It gives us some amount of unlock points, which I think is like 25 per. So it's not a whole lot, but those things are infinite. Like, you're going to find those everywhere, and then stuff is going to respawn. So you don't have to worry about that being like such a low amount. It's just going to take time to get as many that you need to like unlock everything. The other thing it does is it gives you credits. That's moving. Great. What are you? I really wish I had the long range radar because I don't want to go near whatever this is. Okay, it switched gears. That's a Sathium asteroid. We are definitely faster than whatever that is, so I'm guessing it's probably a freighter. It's an Emerat. Never mind. Never mind. Run away! Run away. Artemis Rogue, I need your help. Save me, Artemis Rogue. You're my only hope. I don't want anything to do with that thing. Please stay far, far, far away from me. And my very ugly ship. I really need to refine my style quite a bit. A frigate wreck. Are you gonna come at me? Because if you come at me, I am screwed. And I do mean I am screwed if that thing comes at me. I'm gonna give it a second. Because it's moving away from me. But those things have such a horrible turn radius. No, I think... Yeah, we're good. Oh, I see a weapon. I see 2 turrets already. Yeah, okay, that thing's still going that way, so I don't think I've got anything to worry about. Radiation already? We just barely got started. Does this thing have a bathroom? It might. I don't think it does. Okay, I don't see any weapons over here. I literally don't see anything else on this. Yep. Okay. Literally nothing else. Nope. 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 Do not come at me. Okay, good. It's still moving away from us. Okay, I don't see any mention of gravity here, so hopefully we're good. .6 gravity. It looks like it's mostly Polaris territory. Data center, mining operations, secure gamma. I can't mine anything here, but air take. Polaris ships, product mining, vehicle station. Okay, is there a... I don't know if I can mess with the nest. They got a ship in orbit here. I don't see a trade station, so I guess there's not one. There's more stuff this way. Maybe there's a trade station over here. Because we... Well, I'm not sure how big their territory is. This is a very small moon. Oh wait, we gotta... Hold up. Really? So that's another mining operation there. That's a copper deposit. I think you also get points for exploration, so every so often you get points just for exploring. I'm guessing when you've explored a new planet type. Which means that there's only so many points you can get from that. Okay, so that's a mining operation. I don't see a trade station here. I'm guessing at some point over here this becomes Xerax territory, because there's Xerax everywhere. Tower, copper, magnesium, silicone, tungsten, promethium. It's a drone base, tower. And then, have we already flown all the way around the planet? The moon? we have. It's a very small moon. It's a small moon after all. It's a small moon after all. Okay, I don't see a trade station here, which would have been awesome to drop off and sell some stuff. I see a vehicle station. I don't think the vehicle station has a trade anywhere. Plant side production, arcology. Yeah, okay. There's nothing here. I guess we'll just go to the last moon here, and we got a little bit of time. Maybe we'll move on to the next planet. All right. Get away from the Emerat. Please don't spawn me right on top of something. I've actually had that happen before. Before the game even loaded in, I was dead. And my ship destroyed. That was... So, that actually happened on my playthrough of the original Reforged Eden. And that's what killed me on the game. Is I was like, how is that even fair? Like, I didn't get a chance to react, and I when the game finally pulled up, I was dead. Like, I warped into a planet system, a planetary body, like we did with this moon just now. And before I even got control back on my ship, I just heard like the sound was going crazy in my ears. And when it finally comes in, I'm dead, and it's like kicking me out of the dead screen into the where do you want to spawn screen. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I didn't even get a choice there. I couldn't outrun whatever was coming at me. It turns out it was a solar array that the game literally spawned me next to, and because of that and the proximity, the solar array just started shooting at me immediately. And again, before I could even react, my shield was down, my ship was destroyed, and that literally killed me. I was like, I'm not playing this. This is BS. Like, how is that even like a playable game if you spawn in dead? And that killed me so bad, so long ago. That was actually before I actually joined Spange's little Discord server. But again, I have since. I know I keep talking about other streamers and everything. It's just, it's to give everybody like a reference point, because if you please don't shoot at me. I have things to do. And I love how none of my stuff shot back. Like, I don't even know what those count as. NPC factions, drones, players, NPCs. I don't know why NPCs don't have hover vessels, so God, there's at least 2 ships here because you got that one there is moving, so that's definitely a ship. And then that there is moving. So it's definitely another ship. How am I even getting stuck on this thing? I know we got these drones coming in, so I want to wait to see what happens with these. Because the ship weapon fire will kill me instantly. Okay, for some weird reason they're bugging off. Or not, that seems to be coming very close. Like, I can literally see both of those now. And there goes, it's shooting at me. This sure took way too long for those to get destroyed. There's something Polaris behind us. Okay, let's check out this. Some more lost loot. Another multi-tool. Alright, does this have anything? Plasma thrusters. Interesting that it's got plasma thrusters. Yep, here we go, more plasma thrusters. Why did this thing have so many stupid... That just... Like, why? And this kind of resembles the other ship. The one that we have, like, two of back at our base. It kind of resembles that. I wonder if this is supposed to be that same ship and give you an idea. Well, that ship doesn't have wings on it. I don't think I'm gonna bother saving the wings. Okay, we got yet another planet with like a lot of Z-Racks around, so I'm not even gonna bother. Yeah, we're not even gonna bother like looking around the space around here much more. Wow, this is still going. And that's still going. Look, we have 2,500 blocks. That's a lot of stone. I don't know if that'll actually finish by the time we get done here. I may have to leave that running for a little while. Which makes me think, like, maybe after this one, instead of, like, looking around some more at the other planets, maybe we just go back to home base. But I don't see a reason hanging around here much more. Oh, that's what I forgot today. I knew I forgot something. I didn't grab more. So there's a multivitamin I've been taking and some, not really sleep aid, but more like it's melatonin sleep aid. And I've been taking those because for like the longest, I've been having trouble like actually falling asleep. It's like my mind just won't shut up long enough for me to actually sleep. See, it looks like there's another ship over there, but it appears to be a small vessel. And again, if you're wondering how I know that, look at the radar. Up to my left somewhere. It's either that one or that one. I can't really tell which. It's one of those three in that triangle there. Is the map icon is actually a small ship. Okay, so what do we got here? Okay, we got almost 1 G of gravity. That explains why I was sinking. There appears to be a Polaris outpost here too. I'm wondering if there's a Polaris, trade station, because we really need a trade station. There might be other buildings that have the things that we need, but I don't know what they are. I know the trade station because I've done that plenty of times, going into the trade station and trading off stuff. Okay, so we got a power center, we got a data, a secured something. I couldn't quite read that. Power plant, hard drive, data center. Weapons, munitions. I don't see a trade station. Bloody hell. Why are there no trade stations? I have yet to find a trade station for the Polaris. Pentaxid. Aluminum pentaxid. Comm center. Yeah, okay. I don't see anything on this planet that's worth dealing with. So, we got two choices. We can continue on here, which I'm not sure which one of these planets would be next because they're not in perfect ellipticals. Hmm. I don't know if we can sell anything to them. It said that there's a ship parked here. I don't think I can sell those here either. I think the only thing I could do here is the research data. The research data will get me pieces, parts. Eden Defender? Hmm. So they have a stowaway. So he'll buy the data pads from us. Okay. I know Spanish went over the whole like stowaway thing before. I don't remember how that works. Yeah, I don't have any of these. I haven't found any of those here recently. Okay. I was really thinking there's like other things we could do here, but abandoned structures being taken over by legacy infected creatures. If you are willing and properly prepared, I would ask you to investigate some of these abandoned structures and confirm. If you find any legacy infection, destroy it. We will also receive reports of some kind of large proton vector found in some types of abandoned structures. Not all abandoned structures may have one of these. You'll be able to find mission details and rewards in the UCH section of the PDA after accepting this mission. Okay. Clear out abandoned legacy infected structures. The mission can be deactivated. It can be resumed by activating the Project Eden mission manager. Kill overseers. It doesn't really like tell me where to go though. So this mission is completed. Find out what happened to the colonists on Cian. I don't know why that's marked there. Is there a planet here marked? TN? No, I don't think there is. Delta system. That's one of the starter systems. Yeah, Delta, right there. Yeah, we should be able to do that. Plus, there should be a ship over there already. Actually, hang on. 32. So we have gained more unlocks. I don't know how we gained more unlocks, but we did. Okay. Did I not grab the ship cannon earlier? Did I grab it on the wrong? No, I don't think I grabbed it on the wrong thing. I could have sworn that I used the points to unlock that. I'm 90% positive I unlocked that. Let's go to Delta. We might be able to finish this mission up real quick. The starter systems usually have a ship in the starter system. Usually. Oh yeah, it's right there. Oh, and there is a trade station. That is a massive star that is blinding me. Wait, where is it? Yeah, we're gonna have to... Gonna have to do that. Just warp right through the star. Trade station Loda. We should be able to get a couple of different things here. I need to get the other armors from the Winnebago. It's so funny, like when you're flying like this, the ship seems so big, but the reality is this ship is actually I wouldn't classify it as small, but I wouldn't exactly say it's medium either. This ship is not that big, like compared to some in-game uh, carrier ships and things that people have built. This thing's small. Like remember, this is all built on one single core. One. Imagine having a ship that is like core 17. Like, it's either going to be really big for all the thrusters, because it's probably a carrier, or it's going to be some kind of in-game attack vessel where you're just blowing stuff out of the water. Like, it's not even a fair fight at that point. You're just destroying stuff. Hi. Stop, 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 stop. You know, I can never remember where your entrance is, and they shorten this thing. They made this thing smaller. It's weird that they did that. Alright, I know we need to take those. And that's Xeno. What is this one? That's the cargo. And that's probably it. Let me up. Are you serious? Like, I literally just took 5-second trip. Do you have a medical? Because I'm irradiated. Nope. Here's the market. Okay, we're looking for this. Okay, that's not the right one. See, they actually gave that, like, a purpose now. Okay, this is not a... Okay, so you don't buy those. Wait, what did I do with... What inventory did I put all that stuff into? Oh yeah, we just went on a spacewalk without my helmet on. Okay, so what inventory did I just put all that stuff into? I was about to say, it is in my inventory this time, right? $25 skill points. Alright. So that should give us 220. Okay, so we can come down here and get the dual cannons because that's what I saw him using. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get the medium lasers. Just because that is something that we probably should get, because lasers is how you're gonna get through the shields, doing more block damage. I think the railguns are the same thing for small vessels. Yeah, we can't make the advanced one yet. I've heard people say that they use the normal warp drive, but they like rush getting the other one. And I'm like, how do you rush that? You can't actually rush those. We're gonna get these because I'm pretty sure that's what Artemis had on his ship. 10,000 CPU for one of those. 10,000 CPU. Are you kidding me with that? And this is 17,500. Dear God. That's insane. Okay, we really don't have that much left. But one of the things I don't understand. Okay, oh, look at this. Hang on. 10,000 damage to shields, weapons, turrets, and concrete. So that's going to do a lot of damage to all that stuff. That's the same as the plasmas. Now, granted, this is a step up from the basic plasmas. Like, it should be even with this, and it's not. But it's doing as much damage to the shields as the normal plasmas are doing. And you know what? I'm looking at the other things here. These are 10,000 CPU as well. Did they screw up with the CPU or something? I don't know. It may be fine. I may just be imagining that. I don't think we should bother with anything else there. I wonder why he went with the cannons over the rail guns. Because it's 40,000 block damage. Okay, so it's exactly the same with these. What is the difference here? 25% increased damage versus metal blocks. Okay, so this is versus weapons, turrets, and concrete. So I could see why he would do this. You would destroy the weapons a lot quicker with the cannons than you would with the railguns. I thought it was the other way around. I thought the whole point of the railgun is it's doing like massive damage. And it doesn't look like it here. I don't really think I need any of the other lights. Missile launchers I literally don't care about. Point-to-point teleportation I don't care about. We don't care about the mobile teleporters. The drone bays, maybe. I have not experimented with the drones yet. Because the drones can be costly. Okay, you know what? We're not going to do anything there. I don't feel like we need that here, but... See, we don't need any defense for the base. Unless we put a base, like, in a very bad spot. I'm not gonna worry about that. We're just gonna save the rest of those points. Let's figure out where we're gonna sell this stuff at. Okay, your antibiotics. This sells guns. Okay, you've literally just got... Okay, you got all this stuff. Yeah, it's only got 2 armor slots. So you've got all the suits stuff. Um, See, the improved light has 3 slots. I wish you could actually just make the improved stuff, but you really can't. So you've got 2 of those for sale. I might take one of those. See, this I really do need to buy. So let's do that and one of those. We'll upgrade our current stuff so that we got like the 2 insulators for the cold and then one more for the... Okay, so he doesn't buy any of the stuff. Is there a... Can I use this? Am I gonna get in trouble? Yeah, there we go. So our staying out in the cold and dealing with radiation is going to be a lot better. That's a bar. Quantum, you probably got parts. Can I sell this stuff to you? No. If I recall correctly, that's base. This is a CV. SV, HV. Power coils, upgrades. Those. And the auto cores. I forgot that we lost those. So I can't sell... Yeah, he doesn't buy those. He buys these. Okay, so I'm just stuck with this stuff. I can't sell it. I mean, I'm not stuck with it. It's just I can't sell it here. I actually... Some of that stuff I don't really know where to sell it at. We did get armor increase there. We didn't really need to buy that, but the other one's sitting at our base, so we desperately needed the radiation. Okay, that it just seems pointless. Hotel. Yeah, there's no reason to be up here. I should buy a next upgrade for the medium and get an armor piece. I think the drills, we can go to a mining station. I think they may buy them there. I'm trying to remember. It's been a minute since I did some of this. I know, like, colonists can buy... They can buy something. I don't remember what it was. Like clothing or something? Not the armors, but like actual clothing. Yeah, I want to upgrade my... Yeah, so we're going to buy one of those. And one of these. So it's improved medium armor. That really put a damper in our funds, but... that should give us some more survivability doing POIs. So let's switch this out real quick. So 250 armor. We got increased movement and increased jetpack. So jetpack should last a lot longer. We got better movement and a lot more armor. 250 armor. I wonder if I could just sell those. I don't know. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. Let's go up and find this planet now because we're done here. I don't feel like there's anything else we can do here. Whoa, hi. Go away. I said Sienna. So that's where we're going. And that's probably where we're going to have to put it on hold. Oh, this is a cold planet. I remember this. Yeah, this is the cold planet that you start off on. This has the tower that allows you to teleport between planets. Which is so weird. I don't know why you would want to do that. Because you're leaving behind, like, the only thing you're taking with you is what's on you. You can't teleport your vehicle. It's literally just you being teleported. So that's one thing that I never explained to Canfly 8385 is the starter systems. I don't know if it's vanilla, but in Reforged Eden, the starter systems are always there. So even if you pick the most difficult start, the other ones will be there. So you can always go to a familiar area. I feel like that's kind of stupid, but that's just how they did it. Because they do have some story to tell. Like all the missions and everything. So there's a little bit of story, so they need guaranteed places for that story to happen. Everything else is just completely random. Is that on the planet or I don't think that's on the planet. We'll worry about that at a later date. I know we need to get off of here, so we're gonna go investigate this real quick. Because there is a ship there. Or at least it says that there's a ship there. Oh yeah, that's the colony ship. Okay. And I do believe this is not something you can do anything with. There are occasional things where it's not. Yeah, okay. This is a POI that we cannot destroy. We can only like go in and I think we have to fight infected in this. I don't really remember the exact details of this. I've only ever done this one once. Hopefully we got enough to last a little while. Let's go grab us some food. Yeah, that's still going, making blocks for us. Wow. That's incredible. Okay, so there is no gravity in this. Looks like they had a major problem. Something melted there. Okay, I cannot interact with that. And there's the warp core. I don't know if we should interact with this just yet. I believe you're supposed to flip the switches in a certain order, but I can't flip the switches at all. There's no gravity in this, and those are not working. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so it won't let me do that. Nope, that's where we came from. And I really should have my armor on. Okay, I didn't get those, so... Looks like there's all sorts of crops in there. I feel like there's gas right here that I shouldn't walk through. No? It's a big open hydroponics area. Access denied, huh? I can't use any of that? Well, we got full gravity. Is that it? I heard that. I don't know where it was at, but I heard it. Okay, so what else can we lose? Again, I hear it, but I don't know where it's coming from. It sounds like it's on the other side of that door. Ooh, my, this here Anakin guy. Maybe Vader someday later. Now he's just a small fry. And we were singing. And we will be singing. When we're winning, we'll be singing. I'm not finishing that line. Yeah, I really should get off of here and get to bed. Go get my dog and take him night-night. But I don't know how much further this goes. We got a lot of loot to go through here too. But we need to finish out. Hello. That's really cool that they use that to be like, hey, the bridge is closed off. When reality is there's no way to get up that. Hello? Is somebody there? Yes, there actually was somebody there. Ooh, credits. Hello? More weaponry. And more gold coins. Yes. No solicitors. And I'm still just wearing the light armor right now. Luckily, it's not like we're dealing with... Screw. Screw you. Shotgun upgrade. Hello? Any scary creatures in here? Nope, doesn't seem like it. Okay. We found a drill. Heavy armor. Pistol upgrade kit, another drill. Is that it? I'm expecting more. Why is there a door there? So that should have unlocked the bridge. Which I'm guessing is tied to something that like removed it. Removed the block entirely. I don't know how you would do that except for like a explosive charge. Because I think you can link explosive charges to consoles. So when you activate the console, it blows it up, and then you go back, and oh my gosh, it's clear. When the reality is that that's not how that works. Insulation booster? Coolant. This is not where I should be, but another insulation booster. Oh, we got a Xerox crew member. Basically what the crew members do. This is something they added to Reforged Eden 2, I believe. I don't think it's in the base game. But the crew members effectively... Yeah, see? This block has changed. They reduce the CPU requirements effectively because they become the CPU. If that makes any sense. Because it doesn't. Okay, let's go back and empty our inventory again. I mean, we still got a lot of loot crates to go through. I don't think we've really got time to finish this. We're really close to finishing it, though. I was hoping to be done with it already. Okay, what is this? It's just ice chunks that needs to go in the fridge. Fridge, 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 fridge. Fridge, fridge, fridge. Okay, medical. Medical. Alright. The Xerox guy, I'm just gonna throw you in personal storage. Because I don't know what else to do with you. Drills, that there, this there, that there. Sniper. 556. I think that's the... What, how did that get in there? I'm not sure what to do with the bones. I'm just gonna put them in the fridge just because I don't know where else to put them. Personal storage. No, that doesn't go in personal. Medical. And then this can go in here. I don't really have a use for that, and then we got 2 more insulin. I'm not really sure what we should do with that. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we spent so much just getting that one armor piece. We're not even using it, and we're running a POI. But this isn't like some of the other POIs. This is fairly easy. Whereas some of the other things we're running, they're a giant cluster of, oh my gosh, horror. Okay, we don't really have, whoops. We don't really have any shotgun shells, and I don't know how much longer it's going to be before they're done making those. Let's just go through and do this. I hear something coming. It's probably time for me to get my dog. My little Cocoa Puff. Alright. Okay, we're just gonna go ahead and end there. So, yeah, we got more to do here, so stay tuned, and I will be back hopefully sometime tomorrow afternoon. Not tomorrow evening. Tomorrow evening. So I will see you guys then, and until then, take care. I'm the Tanos Lycans, and I'm